What if the strongest deck wasn't the one that won? When most people think about strategy card games, they imagine building the perfect deck or finding the strongest combo before the game even starts. We wanted to ask a different question. What if every player started with the exact same tools? Not because strategy should be simple, but because the challenge should be honest. That is why Gauntlet exists. We believe the barrier to entry for gaming should be as low as possible, without throwing out the depth that makes people care. Some of our inspiration came from games like Flesh and Blood, where each card can represent multiple possibilities, and one hand can seem to have all the important choices. That feeling stuck with us, but we wanted to take that inspiration and ask something new. Could two players begin on equal footing and still have a rich strategic battle? We think so. Because winning isn't about owning better cards, it's about making better decisions with the same tools. As you play Gauntlet, you'll start to catch patterns, recognize numbers, predict lines of play, but it never really becomes automatic. Every turn asks another question. Should I act now or wait? That's the feeling we want. Knowing helps, but judgment wins. So here's how it works in plain terms. Both players start with 42 life and an 8-card hand. There are 3 lanes between you. Instead of waiting for long turns, the game flows through priority. One player takes an action, they attack, the defender then decides how to respond, then priority shifts. Now, the other player chooses whether to counterattack, develop, or wait. That back and forth continues until both players pass in a row. Then, you set any face-down cards you want in your 3 lanes, one at a time. Draw back up to 8 cards, and start again. Alternating who goes first. That rhythm, that constant exchange of initiative, is the pulse of the game. And that's just the foundation. Over time, additional layers, things like factions and other mechanics, start to give these decisions new context. But you don't need any of that to start. Here's the part I love. The 52 cards I mentioned earlier, they're just a standard deck of playing cards. No special purchases, no waiting for a starter set, just 2 decks, 2 people, and a first experiment. I've linked the rulebook below this video. If you're curious, grab some cards, try a couple games, tell us what you think. We'd love to keep building this with you. Thanks for watching.